All right, thank you guys. The Lotte Giants take on the KT Wiz, and that's going to be a 4 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Wiz are, bless you, the Wiz are the favorites in this one. They are minus 155 with the total at 10.5 flat. And if you like the Giants in this contest here, they're plus 120 for an outright win, and minus 165 catching the 1.5. And following Friday morning sports betting action, I'm 6-3 in my last 9 extra daily pick tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. Now, the extra daily pick is one of those packages that I sell, as I'm also 16-4 in my last 20 picks in that category as well. And that's good for 80% during that stretch. I also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And if you just want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, the Giants took care of the Wiz earlier this morning by the final of 8-0. And that's going to keep them 3 games ahead of the Wiz in the KBO standings. And speaking of the Wiz, they've dropped 5 out of their last 6 3-game series. They're currently 6 games under 500 and find themselves in the bottom third of the standings in 8th place. Now, total-wise, the Wiz saw 5 out of their last 7 get over the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, 4 out of the Giants' last 7 got over that number themselves. Give me the Underdog Giants plus $1.20 and the over 10.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Sunday's KBO baseball action, but before we dive into some more of that, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Friday morning sports wagering action, I'm 6-3 in my last 9 extra daily pick premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also, I got like dry mouth, like foamy mouth right now. It's tough to get the words out. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Now, one of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. It's only $2.99 through the end of the month. And in addition to going 6-3 in my last 9, I'm also hitting at 16-4 in my last 20 picks in that category. And that's good for 80% during that span as well. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to go ahead and get back into some more free content here. I'm talking about Samsung Lions versus the Kia Tigers, 4 a.m. Eastern start time. The Tigers are the $1.90 favorite, totals 9 flat. The Lions are plus 145, and if you like the Lions to keep it close, they're minus 143 catching the 1.5. Now, Samsung was doubled up by the Tigers earlier this morning, 6-3. They also lost their last 3 straight, including a 7-3 loss to the Doosan Bears. Samsung's just 1.5 games ahead of the 8th place KT Wiz in the standings. They're also taking on a Kia squad who won their last 4 straight, including 2 victories over the first place NC Dinos. Their 9-2 record in their last 11 is good for a win percentage of 818. A win percentage of 818. Sorry, quick math in my head. During that stretch, they've also held their opponents to just 3 runs per contest on average in their last 8 as well. Now, total-wise, just 2 out of Kia's last 8 got over the total of 9 runs. Meanwhile, on the Samsung side, just 2 out of their last 6 got over that number themselves. Give me the Kia Tigers minus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash and the under 9 goals in that game. All right, next matchup. SK Wyverns squaring off against the KBO Heroes, and that's going to be a 4 a.m. Eastern start time. The Heroes are the $2 favorite, totals 9.5 juice to the under. The Wyverns are plus 150, and if you like SK to keep it close, they're minus 145, catching the 1.5. Now, the Wyverns got decimated by this very KBO squad earlier this morning. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak, and lost 9 out of their last 10 contests. The Wyverns are currently in second to last place in KBO with a win percentage of just .300. They're taking on a hero squad who's currently on a 4-game winning streak while also winning their last 3 straight series, including this one, the one they're in right now. Now, KT Wiz held their opponents to just 2.6 runs per contest on average in their last 6 victories. They're also just 1.5 games back of the LG Twins for second place in the division. Now, total-wise, 3 out of the Heroes' last 4 stayed under the total of 9.5 runs. Meanwhile, 2 out of the Wyverns' last 3 stayed under that number themselves. So with all, actually, one more thing to add, the Wyverns also saw 9 out of their last dozen stay under the 9.5 as well. So give me the Heroes minus 1.5 and the under 9.5 in that contest. All right, next game, Doosan Bears taking on the LG Twins, 4 a.m. Eastern start time. The Bears are minus 140, totals 10.5 juice to the under. The Twins are plus 105 for some money line cash. They're also minus 155, catching the 1.5. And despite losing their last 2 straight to the Bears, the Twins still remain in second place in the 10-team KBO. They're 7-3 in their last 10 and won 3 out of their last 4 series. They're taking on a Bears team who dropped 4 out of their last 7, including 2 humiliating losses to the last place Hanwha Eagles. So those were really embarrassing. But anyway, before coming into this series, the Bears dropped their last 3 straight 3-game series. So kind of struggling as of late. Now, scoring-wise, 5 out of the Bears' last 6 games stayed under the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, the Twins saw 2 out of their last 4 stay under that total as well. Give me the underdog LG Twins, plus 105, winning this one outright, and the under 10.5 in that game. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be the NC Dinos versus the Hanwha Eagles. 4 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Dinos are minus 225, totals 10.5 juice to the over. The Eagles are plus 165 for a win. And if you like the Eagles to keep it close, they're minus 120, catching the 1.5. And despite a 4-3 win over these very NC Dinos this morning, we're still looking at a last place Hanwha team who's lost 4 out of their last 5. Now, the Hanwha Eagles, 10-31 record on this season. It's good for a win percentage of just 244. They are taking on a first-place Dinos team who's still 2.5 games ahead of the LG Twins for league supremacy right now. And when it comes to the total in this one, the Dinos saw their last 2 straight stay under the 10.5. Meanwhile, the Eagles on the other side, well, they saw 6 out of their last 9 stay under that number themselves. We're starting to see some high totals opening up on the early line. But anyway, give me the NC Dinos minus 1.5 and the under 10.5 in that contest. All right, moving on. We're going to go ahead and do some shout-outs here. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to KD, Bodan, Don Ladisic, Jay Williams, Andressa Wainwright, Sauce Sensei Master Drip Lord, Damian Miles, Timothy Campbell, Chad Gillespie, Douglas Simmons, and Jesse Brown. Next, we're going to do some shout-outs from our Instagram platform. Shout out to Carlos Vasquez, Robert Joseph, Will Slade, Brandon Cucker, Rafa Nieves. Shout out to the Real H-Bomb, Manoj Kalra, Bubba Jonesy, Murillo Alvis, and Raheem Hayes. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to David Arango, BB370, GTA Gamer Girl, Alan Ibarra, Dependra Rajal, Daniil Nazar, Jess, Daniel Brook, Ghost Picks Jimmy, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man from the Bahamas representing. That's right, I'm talking about my man Andrew Stirrup. What is going on? Probably going to see you here, Andrew, in the next probably 6 months to a year from now. So, we'll definitely have to link up and maybe do some gambling or just lay out on the beach, have a cocktail, bet some sports. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Once again, guys, I said it in the video, if you decide to pull the trigger on a membership or a package, just keep in mind we'll bill you the day you sign up. and then the first of every month following that. So if you sign up today, you're going to get a couple weeks worth of plays, and then we'll auto bill your account on the first. That's just the way Patreon works. They bill you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that. But with that said, I got to thank you guys for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Saturday or Sunday to you, depending on when you're watching this video. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.